if you have ever wondered why your baby is sleeping through the night, but you still wake up tired, this mom right here, this conversation is for you.
Ho, ho, ho!
Hey, Santa, before you get too carried away, we need to talk.
Yeah, because while you're up there with the cookies, moms are the ones making sure the magic actually happens.
And let's be honest, who does all the work and who gets all the credit?
This year, it's time for a little more for mom. We're hosting the More for Mom Summit, a free online event designed to help you ditch the stress and keep the joy of the season.
Think of it as your 4-day reset. Practical tools, heart-centered support, and a community of moms who get it.
Grab your free ticket at moreformomsummit.com because this year, mom gets to enjoy the magic too.
Ho, ho, ho. This episode is brought to you by the More for Mom Summit. You can get your free ticket at www.moreformomsummit.com. We'll see you there. Yay! Welcome, everyone. I'm so excited to introduce this guest to you. This is Corina. And if you have ever wondered why your baby is sleeping through the night, but you still wake up tired, this mom right here, this conversation is for you. She is our guest today, and she's going to be talking about how your airway and breathing patterns affect so many things, like your energy, your focus, and even your emotional regulation as a mom. I know I definitely need all of these tips. And this is for those moms, for all of the moms who are running on empty and need to kind of understand why. But before we dive in to getting to know her more, I just want to remind you that Corina is part of all of our presentations, part of our More for Moms Summit running from November 12th to 14th. There will be 16 plus speakers. Excuse me. I'm very excited about this. It's going to be incredible. And the best part, it's a free summit and it's designed to help moms reclaim joy, confidence, and feeling all of those things heading into such a busy season of the holidays. You'll hear conversations that touch every single part of you, your mind, your body, your soul, and your smile. So again, it's a free summit and I'm very excited about it. And this is more of an introduction to Corina. And in her presentation as part of the summit, she will be talking about why moms feel exhausted even when baby sleeps. So if that is something that you're like, oh my gosh, I want to know more about that, then I hope you will grab yourself a ticket for our free summit. But in the meantime, let's grab a backstory from you. Can you take us back, Karina, to what life looked like before this journey started?
I got into myofunctional therapy after I had my first daughter in 2020. I'm a registered dental hygienist. I've been in the dental industry for a long time, probably since I was 18 years old. So I had my first daughter. It was August of 2020. It was COVID. There weren't
Oh
a
yeah.
lot of resources. There was no help. They, I had a lactation at the hospital, a lactation consultant at the hospital come in and look, hands and pamphlets and left. It was a time. So I went home,
Yeah.
started to try to nurse, wasn't going well. I was in pain. She wasn't gaining.
Oh my God.
She wasn't waking much. She was really lethargic. Doctor said, okay, just use formula. I was like, okay, well, great. I'll do that because she needs to gain weight. But also I just couldn't figure out why. So after about 5 weeks or so of triple feeding her, like nursing, pumping, formula, all of it, I finally did have a lactation consultant come to my house, which was hard to find at that time. Somebody who would actually come into
Oh,
your
no
house.
kidding. Oh my.
Yeah. And she said, hey, like she has a tongue tie. And I was like, what do you mean? Because
Yeah.
I was like, I can see her tongue. It's moving. Like it doesn't, she can stick it out. She can move it. Like it's
Yeah. Yeah.
okay. And she's like, no, like she has a tongue tie. Like her tongue is not functioning correctly because it's tied like to the floor of her mouth more. And I was like, okay. And that just sent me down a whole rabbit hole of,
Oh,
you
wow.
know, all these things. And then you start kind of checking off boxes just of like, hang on a second, like all these symptoms and stuff. This is stuff I've suffered with my entire life. So that just sent me through like a whole rabbit hole. So yeah, that's how I got started
Yeah.
there.
No
Yeah.
kidding. And so was there like a turning point? Like, was that your turning point? Like, okay, I'm gonna learn more about this. This needs to be
Yeah.
covered.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
sure. That was kind of just the like we had her tongue tie released. It was still we still had some challenges and things like that. Like so at 4 months I switched to formula and I knew there had to be like a better way or maybe more education, things like that to so that didn't happen the next time. And it didn't happen the next time. My younger daughter nursed for well over 2 years. But
Oh, wow, that's
yeah,
great.
so
Yeah.
but you know, it's just that was kind of the turning point of, you know, even in the dental industry, I was like, we have to be treating
Yeah.
people a little bit more at the root cause of things and not so cookie cutter for every patient.
Today's word of the day is grace.
So
Oh my god. And so what
yeah.
has been the biggest change for you since you've started this transformation or this journey of learning this, like in terms of physical emotion and even how you see yourself as a mom?
I would say, like, for me personally, for me, going down this rabbit hole and becoming a myofunctional therapist and becoming airway focused, I had my
Yeah.
own tongue tie released. Um,
Wow.
I've taken my own steps now, and now I nasal breathe day and night. Like my lips are closed at night. I wake up much more refreshed, like ready to start the day. I don't clench and grind my teeth anymore. So I'm just in less discomfort overall, probably more regulated as you can be with a 3 and 5-year-old at home. But,
Oh,
you
wow.
know, so that's probably like my biggest change. I think like as for my kids as well is just I'm so aware of their breathing and how it relates to their behavior through the day, day and night. So and just taking the steps to get them breathing
Yeah, and
optimally.
and is there a way that, like, because now I'm like, "Oh, I wonder if I have a tongue tie," like, can I look
Yeah.
in the mirror and be like, I do."
Yeah, it's no, there's you can't really just look at a tongue and see if
I
it's tied.
know
I mean, some of them you can, they're tied right to the tip, and you can be like, well, that's a
that
tongue
is
tie.
definitely a tongue tie.
Others, we kind of go more based off like the measurements, the symptoms, how it functions. It's a whole long assessment to see whether or not they might potentially have one.
Okay, and is it a complicated process to get your tongue untied?
It's a procedure. Like it was sore for a few days after. You have to do quite a few stretches in that as the days go on, and you kind of have to push through the discomfort when you're doing them. So it's maybe not the most pleasant thing on the planet. I mean, for me, I found it like 100% worth it. But
Yeah,
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 so
yeah. Okay, sorry, I'm
yeah,
like, this is so interesting because 'cause
yeah, no
I've
worries.
never thought of it.
Yeah.
And so what would you say what do people, misunderstand about your journey and even just about knowing about tongue ties?
Oh, that's a tough one. Yeah, so I think it's still new. We're all learning in this industry, right? We're still all learning and new things are coming out all the time. I think
Yeah,
there's a lot who a lot of people are either in camp you have to release all the ties or nothing at all. I mean, I like to look at every person individually, right? Like no two cases are exactly the same, and so the treatment's going to look different for everybody. Um,
yeah,
so that's probably one of the bigger misunderstandings right now is just even with infants, it's a tough decision. You have this tiny human that you just had, and like you don't want to cause them any discomfort or pain. So it's a
yeah,
really hard decision as a parent to be like, yes, go ahead and do this release or not. And I don't think it's as easy as just a quick snip and it's done. There's already so many other factors, and we have to look at kind of like the optimal timing of release and things like that. And that's a lot of the things that get missed a lot too.
yeah. It's so well, I'm thinking back to your story and I'm my daughter also actually, it's funny, both Shauna and I, both of our daughters struggled to breastfeed, and we had to formula feed, right after giving birth, and now, like but no one mentioned anything about a
No.
tie at all. And so
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe that was it. Like, and the heartbreak that both of us went through, like we talked about that and like feeling as a mom that like I'm
Yeah,
not,
it's the worst. It's just
yeah.
terrible. It's
And,
terrible. Yeah,
and,
it's horrible.
yeah, and it could have been something that I like, because I thought it was something I was controlling and something I was doing wrong. But if it's not
Yeah,
right,
it's really hard because breastfeeding relationship, like infant and mom, it's kind of
mm,
a cycle. So we only output what they take. So if their tongue
yeah,
is not functioning correctly and their latch is not efficient and they are
yeah,
not using it correctly to remove enough milk from the breast, you will not produce it. Right. So
uh,
it's not really, it's kind of everybody works together, right? Works with like
yeah,
skin to skin to stimulate the hormones to make the milk, right? As well
yeah,
as the baby's function. So if they have either a lip tie or a tongue tie, their not latch isn't sealed and it's not quite deep enough to pull the milk from the breasts, your
yeah.
body will just slowly stop making it, right?
Uh,
So it's a really complex
like Dan,
thing. It's not, and we all go into it just thinking, sure, we'll just latch them on and this will be great. And
yeah,
for so many of us, it's not that at all, right?
yeah,
So, but it's never like it's no one's fault. It's just there's a lot of things that have to go right to make it work. And it does take a lot of work to breastfeed. Took a lot
yeah,
of work to get my second, but I was ready. So
yeah.
I was prepared and I was ready.
Okay. I have so many questions for you.
Yeah.
I'm actually really excited for your presentation. I will definitely be tuning in. But
Yeah.
if there is a mom who is listening right now who's overwhelmed, what is just one small step that they could move to like or do this week to help them figure out how to make life better for themselves?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I think it's just find the area that you're most overwhelmed in at the moment. Like what
Mm,
is most overwhelming you?
yeah,
Especially like if they, depending on the age. I mean, like I said, my older daughter's 5, so I know there's
yeah,
other moms who are even further ahead than I am, but you kind of see different problems for different ages. But you just look at what specifically is overwhelming you. Just pick one thing at a time, not everything at once, because that's where the overwhelm comes. So if the
yeah,
overwhelm is because you're not sleeping well,
yeah,
then maybe let's solve that first. Is it a feeding issue? Like the overwhelm is because you're having to use formula rather
yeah.
than breast milk, then let's look directly at that first, right? So that would probably be,
Like small steps. I
yeah,
love
small steps.
yeah. Okay, but if moms, where can moms connect with you to find out more about what you're doing?
Yeah, so they can go to my Instagram at myocare solutions. Um, I'm not the best poster, but I love to chat in the DMs. So
Okay.
that's
Oh,
great.
that's good. That's
So
good to know.
yeah.
Okay, so and again, everyone, your presentation is I am super duper excited about why moms still feel exhausted even when baby
Mm,
sleeps. I will definitely be tuning in. Actually, I'm like, yeah, I'm very excited for it because I literally
mhm.
took a nap today and I was like, I woke up like I feel like every 2 minutes going like, so
Okay, yeah.
I will be tuning into your presentation for
Yeah.
sure. Moms at home, I hope you join us as well for our More for Moms Summit. And we'll talk to you soon.
Okay,
Yay.
thanks.
Thanks,
Bye.
everyone.
Thanks.
The holiday's magical. The food, the friends,
Yeah, hey Dave, before you start selling us on the joy of the season, me and the moms, we're taking a break.
Because let's be honest, if you're dreading instead of dreaming about the holidays, you're not alone.
And this year, it's time to do something more for mom before things get into the full swing.
The More for Moms Summit is your reset to swap stress for sanity and pressure for peace.
Join us free at moreformomsummit.com and make this a season you actually enjoy.